Welcome to Full Court Press. This is where we ask the pressing questions going around the NBA. And today, we're debuting a new show called In the Zone. In this show, we're going to take the player of the week that we think has been zoned in for that week. And this week's player, the inaugural In the Zone player, is Jalen Duren from the Detroit Pistons. Jalen Duren is a second-year starter on the Pistons, and he's had an amazing first 3 games. This week, he was definitely zoned in. He was the most efficient big out there, and he put up some insane numbers for a second-year player. He's only 19 years old. Famir, do you want to give out those numbers?
Well, currently in 3 games of the 2023-2024 season, Jalen Duren is averaging 18 points per game, 15.3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2.7 blocks while shooting 80% from the field.
Yeah, I don't think people realize how insane shooting 80% from the field is while averaging 18 points per game. Not even just averaging 18 points, but averaging a double-double, 15 and 15 at that.
And almost having 5 assists too.
That's just insane efficiency. And from a 19-year-old in his second year, the Pistons found themselves a star.
He's for sure a star in the making, and it's not like he's playing against like some of the worst centers in the league. Like game 1, he was playing against Bam Adebayo, easy double-double with 4 blocks. Game 2, he's playing against Mark Williams, who's also a pretty good interior presence, around the same age as Duren. They were drafted in the same draft, and he put up another double-double, held Mark Williams to 2 points on 25% shooting that game. Game 3, he played against Vooch, not a great defensive center, but Vooch is like known for getting double-doubles all the time. Vooch didn't get a double-double. He was held to 12 points on 45% shooting, while Duren had a double-double and absolutely dominated the Bulls.
I just want to point out that Charlie, in our breakout video, which you could find up here, when he was talking about Cade Cunningham breaking out this season, he also mentioned Jalen Duren with the USA Select team, and he thought that they're going to be a nice duo, and that has come to fruition.
The actual Team USA team, and with I think it was Duren on the team, right? Jalen Duren on the USA. Yeah. Like I watched some of their clips together. Those guys are they're gonna be a nice little duo.
This Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren duo, it honestly could be a Kobe Shaq-esque type duo where people were saying that Harden and Embiid should have been that. It really could be Cade and Duren. We might not have the same dominance as Shaq, but they're honestly one of the best pick and roll duos, and they could be running it for the next 10 years plus.
Yeah, for sure. Duren as a lob threat, like with his insane athletic ability, like he can just go grab any ball that Cade throws up, and then Cade can just dish it down, and he's just gonna dunk on someone. Like Duren's athletic ability is absolutely insane. It's what makes him such a good rebounder. He can just go up and grab it over people. Helps with the putbacks. He got so many putbacks against the Bulls specifically. From watching Duren, what I take away, like I see Dwight Howard in him. Like prime Dwight Howard is what Jalen Duren really could be. Like his dominance on the game and his impact on the game is super similar. Insane athletic ability, insane feel for the game in terms of timing up for a putback, timing for a block. Like just the intangibles and the feel for the game combined with his athletic ability makes him such an insanely important center already.
And I think I do need to drive this point home that he's only 19 years old and it's only his second year in the NBA, and he's showing this type of improvement from his rookie season, and just this level of just fundamentals and just excellent timing. It's the small things that make him so great. The athleticism is there for plenty of players, and being able to score is there for many of players. But some of these small things are what separate the good players from the great players. And Jalen Duren could honestly be a very good player and arguably could end up being a top 10 center by the end of the season if he keeps up these types of numbers. Obviously, his field goal percentage isn't going to stay around 70 to 80%.
No, 70. So he could keep it at 70. 70 is pretty normal for some centers.
70 just seems so insane.
It does, but like for centers that don't shoot the ball that much, it's not that crazy.
Yeah, but I feel like eventually teams are going to figure him out. But
I don't know if you can figure out that athletic ability. Sometimes there's just not much you can do about it.
That's true, but all in all, Jalen Duren is a solid player. People are looking at him to be the franchise center for the Pistons. People are also looking at him to really stay on this path and prove that he's a top 10 center in the NBA by the end of the season. I'm very excited for Pistons basketball. Are you?
I am too. I think the core of Cade, Asar Thompson, and Jalen Duren is going to be carrying the Pistons franchise for a long time. Their whole team in general is athletic. They're super fun to watch. Cade's already looking amazing, and then him and Duren together, it's just so fun. Their defense is a lot better than I expected. Their offense is even better than I expected. Get them some shooters on the perimeter, and we might just have a team that's going to be scary in the playoffs.
I have to agree with that. I also want to say that I think that the Pistons finally found their franchise center with Jalen Duren. They've gone through plenty of centers in the past. Greg Monroe, Andre Drummond, James Wiseman is there now, but they didn't draft him. Marvin Bagley's there. They've gone through plenty of big men, Blake Griffin, and none of them have really gone or stayed at a consistent all-star level. Jalen Duren isn't an all-star. He's not there yet, but it's a possibility that he could be in the future for many years to come. The Pistons finally found their center. I have to say that.
Yeah, and what's even crazier is Jalen Duren isn't just like your average center where like he'll grab boards, he'll block shots, and he'll just be an easy guy to dump it down low. He can pass the ball too. I feel like that's a super underrated thing when it comes to centers. Like, you don't expect your center to be able to facilitate and stuff. Like, he's averaging 4 assists. I've seen in these games he's played, like, he'll have Isaiah Stewart down low while he's up top at the perimeter, and he'll be able to get a pass up over the guy defending him to where only Isaiah Stewart can get it. Or he'll find someone cutting, he'll just dish it in between a pocket. Like, he's actually, like, very talented. There's more to him than just, like, your average shot-blocking center.
I don't have anything else to say about that. Jalen Duren is our player of the week. He's been zoned in. Come back next week to find out who's the next player that's zoned in on In the Zone. Till next time. Peace.